Yo, it's good. It's Skano. Imagine you come home from work or whatever. You walk in the spot and there's somebody, just random stranger, posted up on the couch, feet up. And you're like, well, I have no monies, no foods, nowhere to go. You have to take care of me. Like, what the hell? Don't get the hell out of here. So in light of Trump actually standing on business and shutting down the borders. You got a large influx of immigrants who are just, stagnant. They don't know what to do. Apparently, going back to their country is not an option. I think people need to be careful. This is going to sound paranoid, but now that they're actually starting to implement this deportation process, it's going to be a large spike in random violence. I'm saying coming from a lot of these illegal immigrants. They feel the noose tightening. And when an animal is feeling trapped, and I'm not calling these people animals. Some of them are animals, quite frankly. But when you're feeling cornered, you know what I'm saying. You get desperate. You get dangerous. It's a dangerous type of animal. So you're gonna see a influx. I mean, it's going. This shit that's going on in New York. It's like Escape from L.A. and shit. That's some old school. That's some '80s, '90s shit. Y'all probably not hip to, but real life GTA 6 shit, man, going on in New York, and it's going. I think this shit gonna occur in more and more cities across the country. As like I said, they see the writing on the wall. I don't know what they thought he was capping. They must have thought he was capping, but nah. So and like I said, man, this is not about race for me. Um, it's really a matter of practicality. There are a lot of economic issues that need to be addressed in this country, first and foremost. You know what? The homeless population is exploded. You got homeless veterans out here screwed up, not receiving proper benefits. I mean, the American government is not doing right by their own people, So we need to pump the brakes on this shit, right? I'm talking about this immigration. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know these are proud people. They love their countries, and that's obvious because I see in their sectors in different cities I've been to in America, they proudly display their home flag and, that's all good. I just wonder if you love your country so much and you got so much pride in it, like why you don't stay there. But like I said, man, be on guard because it's already, like I said, GTA 6 in New York, but expect more. Expect more. Places like Carolina, you know, um, pick a city. But sometimes I feel like, and not to come across as sounding full of myself, I really feel like I be anticipating these niggas' moves, man. So a couple months I said they are going to move towards ending this ChiRaq war. You know, I just had my instincts. Anyway, I thought I had a moment of clarity where I said, it ain't gonna happen because these young niggas, they just too turned. It's gonna take some OGs, and where are the OGs in Iraq? Woo woo. So it's apparently, Duck and Dirk's father have sat down, linked up to discuss that very issue, you know, and in this Chirac war, putting an end to this shit. And not to say all across the board the violence is just going to completely cease, but this green light, this shit that it's time, man. And I'm not going to stand here and act like, I have some inside track on Chirac politics. It's not my business. It's not my lane. But the black community in general is my business. So I felt like this shit needed to happen, man. Who was gonna be left? You know who's gonna be left? The kids. That's who's left. And they looking at this shit, man. They looking at niggas getting glorified and incentivized to murder each other. So what you think is gonna happen? They're gonna follow right in them footsteps, man. And the ChiRaq is just gonna be demon town for real. This shit need to happen. So it's not a standpoint of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it's not my business per se. But I knew the only way this shit would happen if actual OGs and this goes a long way towards that, towards that cause. And like I said, man, it's unrealistic. Maybe I'm a skeptic or cynic, however you want to put it. I think it's unrealistic to think that all across the board, the killing just gonna stop. I'm not talking about random violence that occur in any city. That's a given. I'm talking about the members. Because there's gonna be some niggas that won't let that go. Because like I said before, they have no other purpose but this ChiRaq war shit. In the hopes that they can get some clout, some fame, something out of this shit. Other than getting killed or going to prison. So it's gonna be niggas that ain't gonna be with that. But for the most, kids need to be our kids can't even go outside, man. And now I'm not just talking about the rack, obviously. Pick a city, man. Pick a city. Our kids can't even go outside no more. Kids don't go outside no more. And I know the internet got a big part of that, but let's be real, man. And it started in the 80s and, it's just escalated. Kids ain't even safe in their own communities. So, this wasn't what the gang, this wasn't what the gang was about, man. This is not what it was about. It was supposed to protect the communities, and now we have enslaved our own communities, So, like I said, it would take some big dogs, some OGs, if that's what you want to, no disrespect, but it would take somebody to have some status to actually implement this. So we see what happened. But like I said, man, it's long overdue because what the hell, man? We need to be raising engineers and scientists and philosophers, artists. We raising killers, man. We raising killers. 216 Scano. You already know.